That's not the countdown.
It's not. Whatever.
All right.
It's okay. There's probably only like 5 people here.
I see 0.
So
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Third Time's the Charm Pastel Show.
Yeah. So I think the first time was California trip where we canceled it instead of pushing everything out. We leapfrogged.
Yeah.
And then the last time was what was it? You passed out or you were working on your floor and lost track of time.
Yeah, I think I was working on the floor. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but hey, like, thanks everybody for showing up to listen to us try to fill an hour talking about pastel. We'll see if we can do it. We'll see the whole thing. We might spend a little extra time in the front end talking about the week.
Yeah.
Just to kind of eat into that a little bit, you know?
Why not?
But yeah, hey everybody. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Have them come over, watch.
Why
Have
not?
them watch the replay. That's fine too.
Yeah,
Our road to how many was it? Like 1,000 subscribers we need, or 500 subscribers,
I think
and
so.
3,000 watch hours in a year, something like that.
Is it a calendar year or is it?
Yeah, it's the last 365 days.
Okay. All right. Well,
so, but
there we go.
Yeah, everything had pastel in the name way back when, and we'll talk about that.
Yes, we definitely will.
We were talking about that before. Anyway, I would say roll the bean footage, but you already rolled the bean footage at the beginning.
I just did.
Yeah. Trevor, how was your week?
It was fun. I'm still sick from last week. I went to urgent care and they gave me nothing and told me time will heal all. So that's splendid. And then did I have my second clutch?
I don't know.
By this time last, I've had a second clutch in the incubator now. I don't know if I have or not. It was a leopard stranger heck clown to a pastel GHI clown. So we'll see what happens there. I finally have the entire room switched over to cypress mulch, which was quite the task. 20 bags of cypress mulch. So good times. Getting ready for the show this weekend. Should be fun. I'm going whether I'm dead or not. I'm going to show up, so I apologize to everybody not last week, the weekend before, and I didn't show up. Was it last week? Fuck, I don't even know what day it is.
It was not last weekend, like not the last 2 days. It was the weekend before, but yeah, it was like a week ago.
Yeah, that's right.
8 days.
8 days, yeah. Being sick also made me way behind at work, so that's good, fun times. Yeah. Other than that, it's been a pretty good week. How about you?
Super busy. We talked last Monday. I had a good show. We talked about it was the wrap-up show where people only got one half of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we filled the hour, so that's all that matters. So had a good show. This week was filled with lots of money spent. So I did my taxes today, went and saw the tax person, and I owe about $5,500, which sucks. But when you work as a contractor for half a year, then They don't take taxes out automatically. You got to deal with it yourself. So,
Yeah.
have to take care of that. My new HVAC goes in tomorrow.
Nice.
Crossed, but I'll have to pay the rest of that. So that'll be $1,700 that I still owe. So that's a lot. And then my daughter, super proud of her. She got into the house band at School of Rock, and they're going to Summerfest, which is all the schools of rock get together, and I think it's in like Chicago, Milwaukee area, and but that's going to be another like $2,000.
When's that?
When's it's end of June is when they actually do it, but we have to pay, I think, by end of April.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just a lot of money going out right now. So I look forward to this weekend and the show. And hopefully it's as good as the Show Me Show in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. And then before the end of April, we'll also have the ARPE. So
that is very true. But I may just slash prices for this weekend. So if you were a Denver person, come out and buy into the send my daughter to music camp over the summer fun and get a snake out of it. So it'd be really nice if I could just fucking pay for it with snake money.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I will have multiple breeders animals on my table this weekend. Yeah. Also in the comments, B&C Snake Shack. Brett will be there and with some of his snakes as well. This will be the first show he has vended. So buy his snakes too. Buy his snakes before you buy mine. And yeah, should be a good time. Should be a good time. Arapahoe County Fairgrounds.
So we are down another 1,000 animals on Wharf Market for the week.
That's crazy.
So we are down to 27,688, and that is down 8,684 over 54 weeks, so a little over a year. So it's going down. I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons, right? There's shows kicking out, people selling stuff. There's live auctions now on Wharf Market, regular auctions. There's more marketplaces for sure. I'm gonna, I shit on the Show Me Show quite a bit last year. However, I will say that they've done a good job asking for feedback, and hopefully the shows continue like the Colorado Springs show, because that was really good. I heard from multiple people that were Colorado Springs locals that they saw ads for it all over the place. The only suggestion I would have from there is just, if you're in Colorado Springs, just expand that radius a little bit to hit Denver, right?
Yeah,
because I'm in South Denver, and I didn't see anything for it.
Yeah.
So, but fuck it, dude, it was a good show. So
have you ever done any Facebook ads?
I've done Facebook ads for not for selling anything, but for like our show. Like now, I've done it for me being at a show.
Yeah,
but I haven't done it as in terms of trying to sell something specifically.
Gotcha. It's interesting how you do it, but you could totally add Denver into it.
Yeah,
pretty easily.
No, I've definitely done that where you can expand the radius or pick your keywords specific, like stuff like that. So, so kudos to them. I think they did a good job, and hopefully that continues. I do again, and I talked about it last week. I would really like them to get their table selection when you get your table. That way it doesn't turn into the whole like just first come, first serve, grab a table anywhere, then they start moving people randomly, like, you know, get the table thing implemented. It'll
Seems like
make it a lot fucking easier.
yeah. Seems like they should be able to do it.
Well, I think one of the things that'll help with, I think too, is just that when you're in a situation where you treat it as first come, first serve, you're also putting the representative of the promoter on the spot for when there are issues.
Right.
So, and then because they are the face that's there, they're going to blame that person when it's like you can just kill all that. You sign up, you pick your table. That is the one thing I do like about Repticon.
Yeah.
Is that you just sign up and pick your table, and that's where you're vending. They're not going to move you.
I definitely like that as well.
So God, what else this week? I don't oh, I have a shed.
Ooh.
This is my
We're gonna finally find out, huh?
yeah, so that's the leopard pinstripe het clown female that I bought years and years ago, that now that there are more representations of that on Morph Market, looks nothing like a pinstripe leopard het clown. And there's definitely something else going on. Don't know what it is. Have some very interesting babies. At least a couple of them. And I'm going to do a full panel on that. Normally I would use Charlie, but I need to do a full panel and get the most out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send it over to RGI as soon as I get the chance. It is taking a backseat, though, to having to pay for my daughter's music camp. So once I get that squared away, then I'll send it off. God, what else? I think I'm going to have some new animals at the table. So I had so this weekend at the Repticon, I'll have, I think, almost everything from the clutch. I don't think I'm going to hold anything back, but it was a pastel spot nose clown male to a pastel HRA red stripe female. So everything is het clown, and there's some interesting stuff in it. But like I'm to a point now where I think unless it has the possibility of being a double at minimum with a couple other genes in it, I don't think I'm holding anything back. So that's also freeing me up from a lot of other shit. So another thing is, once these girls start laying and they're back on food and they gain weight, a lot of them will probably find new homes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting. It's the growth process of growing your ball python breeding business. So yeah, and then I have some black pastel fire double het hypopide 50% het lav animals. And I'm probably going to at least bring the 2 black pastels and the 1 fire that are double het 50% het lav. Because I'm not going to hold those back, and then I'll probably test the other 4 that are black pastel fire for the lav, and anything that's triple het I'll hold back. So yeah, that's my week. I still have no eggs. I want eggs. I saw at the show, I talked to Aaron and Corey, and they were waiting for their clutches. I saw they posted they got their clutch.
Yep.
And I'm still waiting over here. Still waiting. Got my incubator all set up and ready to go. Just waiting to fill it. And I know what's going to happen is I'm going to have like 10 clutches all at the same time.
Just get dumped on.
And then all of a sudden need to find space for 60 babies all at once.
So you got 2 shows in the next 60 days. So you got to sell like 30 a show.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, no problem.
Totally fine. Totally good. But I think that's everything. And I think I stretched that out as long as I can.
All right, let's do some shout outs. First off, thanks for joining us, Dustin, clowning around, Dickie, Brett, obviously. I don't know who RT Tundra is, but welcome. Rosalie, Renee, Denny, Craig, what's up, Craig? Craig's in the building. Over on IG, we got Rosalie moved over from IG. DS Scooter, Von Morse, Brian Gundy, what up? Okins, and KMB. What up, everyone? All right. Well, let's talk about our favorite gene. Oh wait, your favorite.
Let's talk about the most popular gene on Morph Market. I don't know if it's anybody's favorite because all I hear is people hate pastel.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, like a third of the animals on Morph Market have pastel.
Right.
So we'll figure this out.
Start with some history.
Sure. I think it's the oldest gene.
I think it could be actually.
Maybe not older than Pider albino, but
1994.
I mean I think that's around the same time as albino and pied.
Yeah, I want to say so too. So Morph Market has it as Greg Graziani and Kevin McCurley were the first two to import. They both had what Greg had a male and Kevin had a female. Kevin produced 3 eggs with the first clutch with his female, and Greg produced 7, and they found out it was incomplete dominance. They went on to produce supers as well. It was originally called Jungle Pastel, which over the years dropped to Jungle, and it was Lemon Pastel. There was a whole bunch of names for it, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's tough, right? Because like they both had it. They called them pastel jungles. Eventually jungle got dropped, but they also used like everything that started popping up afterwards, they started putting pastel in the name because I think like it was cinnamon pastel first before they dropped it and it was just cinnamon. There's still black pastel.
Right.
You still have that kicking around. There was citrus pastel, lemon pastel. Like everything was getting the pastel name in it. And I don't know if like the citrus and lemon were just different lines.
I think so.
I think
it was Bell Line and Morton Wright Line.
Okay. And I don't know if there's even a value into proving if it's different, like a slightly different gene or not. Like I don't know if they're compatible or whatever. So I don't know. It's a tough one. And yes, pastel is like sand, Craig. It gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It definitely seems like one of those genes that like even though it's supposed to be a 50-50 shot for the babies to have it, it seems like it's like 90% of the babies.
This is true.
The odds seem oddly higher when pastel is in the mix. Like most of my clutches where I have pastel, I'd say it's a good 75% of the babies end up with it.
Yeah.
There's never like, man, I didn't hit any pastel. Like the gene that you want to hit doesn't show up, but everything gets pastel. And I don't want to shit on pastel too much because like there are certain things that it is good in.
To be honest, I like it. like if you compare a normal to a pastel, I think a pastel is way better than a normal.
Sure.
For sure.
It's the fancy gene that you get in PetSmart.
Yeah. When I first got into snakes in 2000, I was walking around the Gresham, Oregon reptile show, and I was looking at all these animals. Like the majority of people had brown ball pythons, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want any part of that. That just looks ugly, and that's why I went the carpet route. Because carpets were black and yellow, and they were sick looking. And so I have always been a fan of the pastel. I don't care what anybody says. I think
you missed your opportunity to sell breeding females for $1 a gram.
I know, right? Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're super like one of the other traits that they have is they generally have green eyes, which is a little bit different. So like, you can point that out to people, go, look at it, it's got green eyes, and they go, ooh. Again, like I'm in a different market than some people. Like I know my market is selling pets to people at shows.
Yeah.
That's my byproduct is pet animals at shows.
Yeah.
And I'm embracing it. And so those little stupid things like, hey, it's a little bit brighter and it has green eyes.
Yeah.
Is what makes people go like, oh, that's really cool. Anyway. One of the other big things with it, because it was an early gene, is it was a staple in the first set of combos that people started working, like whether it's the super pastel, but like when Spider came out, the Bumblebee was like huge. Lemon Blasts, like all of those original like 2 gene combos, it was all pastel. Firefly, Lemon Blast, Bumblebee, so Pastavis, Pewter, Sterling, like all those early genes, it was like, oh, let's put pastel with this to make it brighter. And I just think over time, being one of the original genes, all the original combos, like there's just so much of it out there. Like it's in everything. So you can't really the reason why it's in a third of the snakes on morph market is because
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It was in every combo. Most of people's byproduct, if they're trying to get pastel out of their combos, are going like, sell the pastel shit. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
I do notice, because you mentioned like they're brighter, and definitely as babies, like, I mean, pastel babies are super bright.
Yeah.
And they look great. But I do have, and I don't know if it's a different line or what, but I do have pastels that have completely browned out as they've gotten older. But I do have some pastels that are still super bright.
I think they're different lines.
And I definitely tend to see that if you pair it with another brightening gene, they tend to stay bright. So like a Firefly, Lemon Blast, stuff like that, like they tend to stay bright. So I don't know. Fire, OD, Yellow Belly, stuff like that, I feel tends to keep around the brightness versus browning out.
Yeah. I am of the school of thought that as much as people talk shit about it now, like it really helped kick off ball pythons.
Yeah.
I think without that gene coming into the market in late 90s, early 2000s, it wouldn't have gained as much popularity as the ball pythons as a whole wouldn't have gained as much popularity as it has now. By discovering new genes and making prettier than just brown snakes is why we are where we are today.
Well, on the back end side, like as soon as people started importing and finding pieds and albinos and pastels, there's the rush of people that are like, send me 1,000 snakes.
Yeah.
For $1 a piece, right? Import them.
Right.
And then you pick through them and find the ones that are a little bit different. And then all of a sudden, pinstripe pops up, cinnamon pops up, black pastel pops up, spider pops up. And like some of those, at least the stories that I've heard, is like there were definite ones, like pinstripe is an example, where it was like, no, we have a really cool snake. You need to pay X amount of dollars and then we'll ship it to you. And there's like no photos, no fucking anything. And it's like, okay, I trust you. Let me wire you 10 grand. And all of a sudden you get, a month later, oh yeah, this is a cool fucking snake.
Yeah.
But the other thing that pastel does that often is overlooked is just it does change the pattern.
It does.
Not just brightens, but it does change the pattern, and it really fucking interacts with like spot nose.
I mean, we look at your clutch that you brought out.
Yeah.
And it's night and day. The difference between the super pastel and the regular pastels, and it fucking throws us off. What has the HRA? What has the spot note? What has the red stripe? What has, like, fuck, we sat there for 20 minutes looking at snakes going, motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think pastel is in every single one of those snakes.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 super pastels and 3 pastels in a 5/8 clutch.
Yeah. With other shit that may or may not be there.
Right.
But like also that the Batman clutch that I had, the one with for this female,
yeah,
like, or just even the pastel spot nose that I've hatched with clown, where I missed the leopard,
right,
and missed the clown. Like, it is not spot. Fuck it, dude. I'll just go get the animals. We need to waste time here.
That's funny. I do think, though, we're at a point where the market is very oversaturated with pastel, unfortunately, and I think that is because of the fact that. Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, like, this is pastel spot nose. But look at just everything wrapping around the top. It's almost like a GHI kind of look. But yeah, like, and this is 700 grams.
Yep.
And still pretty bright.
Pastel freeways. That's what's up, Craig, for sure.
Yeah.
Pastel freeways are sick. I think it definitely works well in some combos too. Like, I prefer pastel and xanthics. I just hatched that super pastel VPI clown, and she is absolutely gorgeous. And even though she's super pastel, I want to keep the pastel going in the VPI line. So when I mix her with other recessives, I want the pastel to stay in there because I want it to be bright black and white. The pastel DGs, amazing. I think there are definite combos that pastels should be in that we're finding, like, especially with the pastel DG, we're finding that it's a good thing it didn't go away. We didn't completely breed it out of everything, because it's a winner in a lot of combos.
So I think this is the pastel pinstripe Batman. And then this is the super pastel pinstripe Batman. So yeah, like, pastel's great in a lot of stuff. I think that the biggest one that I think we both like, the pastel leopard puzzles.
Oh yeah.
Like, those look fucking great.
Awesome. Probably one of my favorite snakes. I remember seeing one of those on Morph Market. Actually, I saw an ad for a pastel leopard het puzzle, and one of the pictures in the ad was the sister of pastel leopard puzzle, and I was like, that's probably the prettiest snake I've ever seen. And I messaged the guy, how much is that one? And he's like, not for sale. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd be way too expensive.
Pastel GHI Het Lav.
There you
About 1,000 grams, but like it definitely has a similar look to that pastel spot nose. You just don't get the gravel in the alien heads.
go. I could swap them.
Pastel's great. Like
Yeah.
I have no problem with pastel. Like I definitely wish it didn't pass to like 75% of all the babies sometimes. Because there are certain things that I'm trying to like get really dark. Like some of my GHI stuff that has like black pastel, blackhead, like you know, I'm trying to keep it dark. And then I have this one animal with pastel that just seems to like now I'm trying to hit the combo but avoid one of the genes too, rather than just hitting everything, right?
Right, right.
Pastel with lace.
Oh yeah, my pastel yellow belly lace male from Justin. Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how it affects pricing. So unfortunately, I feel that there's a good and bad side to this. I feel like people that are very picky about what they buy, which everybody really should be, will tend to steer clear of pastels in the combos, which makes it harder for some people to sell. The flip side to that is people, because they can't sell them, will lower the prices because an animal has pastel in it, and it will allow some people to get into combos that they probably wouldn't be able to normally afford if they bought it without the pastel. And I'll give you an example. I have a female that's she's probably like 800 grams now. Female pastel visual clown het monsoon. The visual clown het monsoon by itself without the pastel, I probably wouldn't have paid for, because that would be a pretty expensive snake, right? I already have the het monsoon male, breeder male, that I will pair to her to try and get visual monsoon het clowns, and hope that the pastel doesn't come through, right? But because she had the pastel in her, she was within a price range that I was willing to spend to get that animal, right? So, if you are absolute dead, not a fan, never going to buy pastels, you're going to spend big bucks on an animal like that. I personally like pastel, so I don't really care. But I do hope that when I grow up the babies and I make the monsoon clowns, I don't hit pastel in all of them, right? But I probably wouldn't have bought into that project, or bought that female, I should say, if it was just the normal clown het monsoon female without the pastel, right?
That's how I got a lot of my animals when I first started, like during the COVID era and everything was overpriced. Like red stripe was huge. I was able to get a pastel HRA red stripe. And the reason why I got it for the price I did, because it had pastel in it. That pastel GHI het lav got for a sweet deal because it's got pastel in it.
Right.
There's a lot of animals I have that I got for a sweet deal because they have pastel in them.
Right.
And there's just like, for whatever reason, everybody was just like, yeah, it's got pastel in it. It doesn't have the same value. It's almost like the same as, it's not as bad, but like it's almost like Spider,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like, yeah, but it's got Spider in the combo. Like, and Spider's different because it's like, do you want to deal with the inner ear issue
Mm,
and the possibility of having something with a wobble and having the possibility of like, well, do you have other genes in that complex that create lethal combos? And you got to start worrying about what you're pairing it to, where, at least pastel, it's like, yeah, I'm going to get a super pastel maybe. But it's not, you're not worried about lethal
right.
combo.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. But again, if I look at it from my perspective of like where I know that the stuff that I'm trying to make for myself is still mid-tier stuff.
Mm,
So my byproduct is going to be stuff with pastel in it.
mm.
But I also know that at a show I can sell pastel stuff. It's not a
Yeah.
huge deal. So I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
What's the best super pastel combo?
Ooh.
I don't know, man. I like that super pastel pinstripe Batman.
I
That
like
probably has something else in it.
I like the Super Pastel VPI clown
Yeah.
that I hatched out. I don't know what is this. Let's go to the comments. What do you think the best Super Pastel combo is?
Oh
Let us know
man.
your thoughts.
Let's see here. Let's try to throw in
Justin, are you on IG and YouTube? You're a boss, bro. Boss. He's double tapping.
I don't know.
uh,
I've seen some really good killer clown stuff. Um like like cryptic, super pastel cryptic stuff. Um
Anything with lace? Yep. I like
yeah,
pastel lace. Pastel yellow belly lace for sure. Speaking of lace, did you guys see Justin's recent video? Is white lace better than DG?
yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
I asked Justin that like a couple of years ago, and I don't think he wanted to admit it at the time. But I think it's the winner. I like.
Yeah.
I've been
I
saying
mean,
that for a couple of years. I like
we've
lace better than DG.
we've talked about it where it's like you can see it with one copy
Right.
as opposed to having the recessive.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, I don't know.
Dustin says a lot of what I have so far has pastel. I made two. What does that mean, Dustin? A lot of what I have so far has pastel. I made two. I'm not sure what
I
that
don't know
means.
either.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah. I agree.
I think one of the problems with super pastel is it can blow everything out pretty easily.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Um, like I don't know, man. Like I do like some of so like super pastel GHI fire vanilla.
Mm,
Um, you get a little more contrast between the dark and the light with it. Um, like I bet if you threw like lace or something in it to clean it up, it would look pretty good.
mm, I can see that.
Um,
I have produced super pastel leopard het clowns, and I like the het clown version better than the visual clown version
okay.
in the super pastel leopard. It's a crazy busy pattern. Super pastel acid. That's what's up, Denny.
Here's an interesting one. Super pastel banana highway.
I have a pastel banana freeway, super pastel banana highway. Okay. All right.
But yeah, there's zebra is another one.
Zebra. That's what's up. Pastel zebras are pretty freaking.
But again, like I think ultimately you just make what you want to fucking make. That's all it comes down to. Like, and like Pastel hasn't stopped any of my projects. Pastel hasn't like stopped me from going like, I'm not going to pair this because it's got pastel in it, or it can make super pastel stuff.
Right.
Like I still do the pairing. If it's there, it's there. If not, great in some cases.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to, if I end up not liking what I make, I'm going to sell it at a show.
Mm-hmm.
So
kind of like if you compare that to Yellow Belly, right? People will still do the pastel pairing and possibly get the super pastels, but more people will avoid the Yellow Belly to Yellow Belly to not get the ivories, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're going for
or
some
fire to fire.
Or fire to fire, yeah. To get some of the some of those all white combos that you have no idea what's in them.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like, again, selling at shows.
Mm-hmm.
People like ivories.
Sure.
Like I don't know, like so I don't know, like I don't know if it matters to me.
Well, like to give you an example, Justin posted in our group today, right? What was that pairing that he said in the group today? And the entire time I was thinking, oh fuck, don't get ivories. Let's go right here. Spot nose fire, yellow belly Vega, past het clown to red stripe yellow belly clown. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And if he hits the all Jeaner with yellow belly on both sides, fuck, you can't see it. And that sucks. Spot nose fire, yellow belly Vega, past het clown to red stripe yellow belly clown. If you just don't hit the yellow belly or the ivory, that's probably an amazing fucking snake.
Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully it proves out clown.
Hopefully, yeah.
But again, even the ivory, you can still kind of see some of the pattern come through over time.
Right, not like a bell.
And yeah, and
leopard ivory.
Like again, like is he doing that pairing to make shit for himself and he's just selling? Like I don't know what Justin's thought process is on it.
Yeah.
Which browns out more pastel or sunset. I don't know, man.
Depends on which line of pastel.
Yeah, and apparently which line of sunset, because apparently there's two lines of sunset. So.
Super pastel mahogany looks cool. I have a lace firefly OD cinnamon double het clown het pied and a killer clown hypo. I bet both of those snakes are fucking badass. What up, Josh?
But yeah, like, okay, he makes an ivory. Sell a fucking ivory. Like I sold one last show.
Right.
Got $250 for it.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're not going to get $250 on Morph Market. Do a fucking show.
Yeah.
Take that shit to shows because you're going to get more and have less competition at your local show to sell this shit. Like, that's all there is to it.
Maybe we get to the point where like only multi-gene combos with pastel are on Morph Market and like higher end multi-gene combos, and everybody just takes all the lower end pastel combos and sells them off at shows, and that dwindles down the 99% of Morph Market having pastel.
Yeah, again, still like we're at a point where it's like, you know, the bottom 50-60% is still sub $500 animals, right? It's not, you know, there's 27,000 animals, and like I haven't run the numbers recently, but I bet, you know, 18,000 of them are sub 500.
Yeah.
So like
I could see that.
I like take them to shows that sub 500 level. There's so much competition. Like unless you're just going to the bottom of the barrel and you do the race to the bottom, like you or you're well known, you're not selling them on Morph Market.
Right.
Either take them to the show or maybe do a Morph Market auction. Like I haven't done it yet. Like maybe that works out. Like, but you also can't expect that you're going to get $75 for a pastel.
No.
So
It's interesting after watching that auction today too, with the pretty basic animals and 100 and something people in the auction, not watching a whole lot of stuff move. I don't know that morph market auctions are going to be good for that kind of stuff.
yeah, they might not be. Like you had mentioned, like he had some basic stuff, but I was selling normals for $50. I sold a Mojave for 75.
Yeah.
Like,
At the shows.
yeah,
Yeah. I just don't know that morph market auctions will be for that.
yeah.
Maybe.
But Morph Market's audience, like if you talk to a general person that is just looking for a pet snake,
Yeah.
they're going to Petco or they're looking for a local reptile show. If they
Right.
do one little step above that.
Right.
So like they don't know what the fuck Morph Market is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um so like the people that are on Morph Market and watching Morph Market auctions are the people that are already engaged with the platform, which are people
Right.
that are breeders.
Like I get a lot of, because I follow quite a few breeders on there, and I get a lot of the notifications that'll pop up. Is Palm Street dead?
I don't know. I still get notifications for people going live on Palm Street, but like I don't think uh,
Maybe that would be the best route to go for that, for those kind of animals, because I do feel like a lot more of the Palm Street auctions that I've been on, that I've seen, there's a lot more cross from people like who are going on there for plants or going on there for something else, that are just, they're not obviously ball python breeders, and maybe they're going to buy their first snake ever because they just happen to be on the Palm Street
yeah.
app and they see a cool looking pastel and they're like, fuck yeah, it's a $40 snake, $60 shipping, let's do it, I'm willing to pay $100.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did, Denny. It also had $85 shipping.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty rough if they're trying to get some amount of money for, but also like if you're selling larger animals, like shipping's more expensive. Like and
Yeah.
that's a benefit too of the shows. Yeah, I know. Like pond like the geckos and frogs and stuff, like
Yeah.
seem to be doing really well on Palm Street.
Yeah.
Um I think they're cuter, I guess. I don't know. Some derpy fucking crested gecko is going to sell a lot easier to people that are buying plants already than a snake. I don't know how are like if anybody knows how are spiders doing, because I know they sell like arachnids. I'm sure jumping spiders are doing good, but like I don't know if people are doing like
On Palm Street?
yeah, tarantulas and stuff.
I don't know. I've never been on the Palm Street auction for spiders. That's a
Um
good question.
but I mean these are look at what we're doing. We're talking about shows, we're talking about Morph Market, Palm Street, different ways to sell on all the platforms. Like there's a lot of ways to sell your animals.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, and this is part of the pastel equation of being so many pastels is like everybody's using the one platform because that's what everybody tells them to do.
Yeah.
You might have to go carve your own path and walk your own path and figure that out. Because like I started the same way where it was like, oh, just throw everything up on Morph Market. Eventually someone will ping me about it and maybe I'll sell it.
Mm.
And it's like, no, man, I'm actually doing a lot better at shows than anything.
Mm.
And I, you know, I can start going down the avenue too of Facebook groups, Craigslist, stuff like that. Trying out, like, Show Me is actually like really putting an effort to improve their shows and their platform. They have a marketplace too.
Yeah, I get the emails for that all the time.
Yeah. Husbandry Pro has their marketplace.
Mm.
Like, there's plenty of other places to post
Reptile
everything.
ads.
Yeah.
Reptile ads is no.
There's a lot of places that it takes effort, and but some of these platforms might be the one that works for you. You get your visibility there over somebody else, and
Yeah.
I gotta imagine, like, there's certain areas like the Midwest where maybe people are more aware of the Show Me marketplace.
Yeah. A lot of smaller towns that show
Smaller
me.
towns where they're the big show, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they only get the one show a year, so it's like, oh, go check out the marketplace. You can buy stuff year round. Hey, Dwight.
What up, Dwight? What up, Jared? Am I missing people?
There's a couple people popping in, but that's fine.
Good deal.
Really trying to get this hour with Pastel, man, and we've hardly talked about
it. Over on IG, we also got Inky Clouds and Vision Quest. What up? What up, guys?
What up, everyone?
The Colby Company.
Yeah, Dwight, we were talking about that earlier. Like, it looks great in some. There might be different lines. It is pretty varied. But again,
Pastel Yellow Belly Pides.
Yeah.
That's good show fodder.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, just pastel pides.
Yeah.
You get the old classic pastel ODYB. Calico. Calico with just about anything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we finally got this show behind us now.
We have 8 minutes till the show's behind us. Oh, that's what. Something I noticed today: Morph Market IDs seem to be auto-incrementing numbers. So while there are 27,000 ball pythons, they have also been over 3.6 million animals listed ever. Ooh.
Yeah. So what's weird, if you do a query and you just all availability, every animal sold, whatever. God, I think the last time I did it, there were like 500,000 animals.
Ball pythons.
Ball pipe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just do it for all animals real quick. Let me just change the availability to any. Because actually, Craig brings up a good point. So, like, right now, if you just go give me every animal that has an ad on Morph Market, it's only 1 million. But like Craig says, is like the unique ID for each animal that gets posted for an ad, for each ad, basically. So this goes to what people do, which is once they sell something, they just delete it. So it doesn't show up anymore, because there's animals that I've purchased where I go to look for the ad again and it's just gone. It's like doesn't exist anymore. Like the person deleted it. So it's interesting that like almost 3/4 of the ads have been deleted versus just, it's still there. It's archived in history. But yeah, it's weird. And I don't know why people do that. I have an idea, but
you're not required to delete.
What's that?
You're not required to delete.
No.
So kind of fucked up that they do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like they just don't want people digging in to see how many animals they've sold.
Maybe.
Because technically I could go to a specific vendor and then look at all animals, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh god, this guy has sold like $4 million worth of snakes over the last, 8 years.
Hmm.
So I presume that people delete so that you can't like dig into financials for a person.
Maybe. Or they're trying to be shady after sales shadiness.
Yeah.
That could be too.
Yeah, I definitely there's a bunch of animals that I've purchased off Morph Market that the ad doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Craig, it's weird.
All
Like,
right. Here's a question. For somebody starting a ball python collection that they think they're getting in now,
mhm.
should they avoid pastel completely?
I don't think they should avoid it.
I
Like,
don't think, but I know people out there that would recommend that,
yeah,
and I think you miss
I
out on opportunities to get some pretty amazing combos if you do that, and get into genes that you probably wouldn't be able to.
I think I would ask them like, what do they like? Well, like, what is their goal?
Well, I think the problem with that is people in the beginning, they don't know the 253 genes, and they might not have a goal.
Yeah.
So, but giving a newer breeder direction, you think that's a tip that people give out? Don't buy pastel.
Oh yeah, I know people say that. I've
Yeah,
heard it. Like,
yeah,
I would just be like, hey, like, you don't need to avoid it, but if you don't like it, like, you can get deals on stuff, and then hopefully you hit the animal without the gene.
yeah.
Like, but it's not a huge deal if you have it. But again, that's me.
Hmm.
Um, so uh Renee asked the question, do breeders hide the fact there's pastel in their snake to be able to charge higher sales price? I think it's really hard to hide.
Hmm.
Like, I think there would need to be a bunch of other stuff in there that's brightening to where you can go like, yeah, it's not like what we were saying before, like pastel ODYB Enchi something, and you go like, oh, it's ODYB Enchi.
Right.
But like in general, I think it's kind of hard to kind of pass off pastel in something.
I think so. Unless it's significantly gene stacked.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
if it's a dirty sock,
yeah,
or I mean, I guess technically you could pass it off if it's like a bell
yeah.
or like, an ivory or something. Um, but again, a person that's buying that animal is looking for like a white out animal anyway.
Right.
So they probably don't care.
Right. True.
I don't know. Would you like what would you recommend to people?
Um, I would I would say just don't over purchase pastel. I think that's what I would recommend. Um, I would say don't have pastel in everything that you buy. I'd say segment it into certain projects depending on how many animals you're going to buy, right? Um, and which routes you're going to go. But I would say don't pass up the opportunity to purchase an animal just because it has pastel in
Yeah.
it.
I would maybe say like if you're worried about what people are saying about pastel, then structure your program in a way where just don't get your male with pastel. Get it in
Yeah,
your females, fine, but just make sure your male doesn't have pastel. That way, every clutch it produces, isn't going to be a pastel clutch.
right, right. I agree.
Because generally, you're gonna pay less for your male anyway.
Hmm.
So like,
Don't take the hit.
don't take the hit with pastel in your male, and don't pass up the opportunity in the females just because they have pastel in them.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good advice. Buy the females more gene packed with pastel for cheaper because it has pastel in it, and then go for the more gene packed non pastel male.
Yep.
I think that's good advice. I think that's good advice. But what more?
Anything else? I don't know if I have anything else on pastel, man.
I don't know either. I
Like,
still think it's pretty awesome.
Sometimes you have to get pastel in order to get some top tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like a lot of my original stuff I got for the price I got because it had pastel in it.
Mm-hmm.
I
only hit, like Monsoon. I would consider Monsoon one of the higher end projects, and I think I only have like 10 animals with Monsoon in it. And I don't have.
Get out of here, Trevor.
Well, I didn't have any clown Monsoon stuff, and I like the look of it, and so that's why I bought that female.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, I would have had to go the long route and make the double hets instead of trying to make a visual Monsoon het clown, and which double hets are fine. You have some projects you have to go that route, but I wanted to get. I like making visuals with a het, right? That's what I feel like is the. And if I can buy a female with pastel in it and go the visual Monsoon het clown route, I don't give a shit. Hopefully, I just don't hit pastel in it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So, like, here's an example. Like, God, you can get a pastel puzzle right now,
super cheap.
A male for $300.
Yeah.
And no. I mean, just a puzzle male is about $275, so there isn't much difference. But I mean, this is the first time I've looked at it in a while, and like there was definitely a time where it was like a pastel puzzle you could get for like $600, but just a puzzle was $800.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely clear that people wanted to avoid the pastel, and to me, like pastel and puzzle actually looks good.
I think it does. Looking at pastel monsoons, they're not so. Hey, that's my back. My cat likes to make me a scratching post sometimes. Pastel monsoon kind of looks like lemon blast.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what? There's this female pastel monsoon for $1,250.
Yeah.
And
Pastavi monsoons don't look too bad. They look kind of cool.
The cheapest just monsoon is $2,000.
Yeah, so discounted it by $750.
Yeah. Although it's interesting because there's a calico monsoon for $1,800. There's also a Pastavi for $1,500.
There's a couple Pastavis.
Yeah.
For $1,500.
But again, does that go into like past a Pastavi has been a combo forever?
Right.
And people are just like, pastel and a Belgian. Fuck, dude, all white snakes gonna kill the monsoon, right?
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's all I got. Any questions? Class dismissed.
Thanks everybody for coming. Like, share, subscribe.
We'll be back next week. Is next week a guest or is it the show wrap up? I can't remember.
It's show wrap up.
Okay.
Denver Repticon.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we'll tell you about how Josh sold 30 animals.
That's right.
And Brett
daughter's going to music camp.
Yeah.
And everything's great.
And then we'll talk about how the two isopod people talk shit about each other the entire time and started fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen the other one at the shows, so
yeah, we'll see.
I think it's just the one now, which is good.
Yeah, there you
go. I don't know, what was it? The last Repticon was there was other drama at the Repticon.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right.
Calm down, vendors.
Yeah.
Just sell your animals and chill out.
Yeah, chill out.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for coming. Bye.